Hey everybody, welcome to one of the videos from 42 Gear Street 2 in 2020. And being 2020, we of course have lockdown, COVID and all that sort of things going on. You'll notice that I'm not wearing a mask, but I have a guest with me today. It's Leigh.
Hello.
And Leigh also is not wearing a mask, and there's no Perspex sheet between us. So just a small little piece of information, the fact that we are over 6 feet apart. Now that we've mentioned that and safety is all well and good, let's get on with the video. Fuge.
Like huge, but
like huge. Okay. Fuge. And you're obviously called Fudge at school.
Ah.
Yeah, and Henny mentioned it earlier. And, yeah.
Never had that before.
Exactly. Yeah. Guess what I was called at school?
Ferris wheel.
No, Afro.
Oh. Fudge and Ferris wheel.
I was called Ferris wheel.
We should start a channel called that.
Fudge and Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
That's a detective agency.
We can detect.
Are you any good at solving crimes? Solving guitar crimes.
Yes, there we are.
Fudge and Ferris wheel, solving guitar crimes.
Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm back again after that small disclaimer. I'm still with Leigh Fuge, which is an amazing name if I may say so.
Do you think?
Yeah, Fuge, what a name. We're coming to you talking about slow bends with a kind of bluesy feel, right?
Yes, we are.
When I first started playing guitar, it was the grunge era. And I desperately wanted to get into blues, and I was into blues in here and rock and roll, 50s rock and roll.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what was in the charts, and it wasn't what was cool. And I had this hidden love for it, and I never went down that road because I thought there was no career path for someone like that. I now know that that's totally different. But what I have to say now is that sexy slow blends, so slow bends, are some of the best. Let me give you an example. We were doing. You want to give me an example? Leigh Fuge on guitar there. I'm only saying this because I didn't know how to pronounce your name for a long time, and now I know. I have to get it ingrained into my brain. But maybe you agree, like slow bends are they just do something with the guitar, and that's when I can. The guitar for me comes alive when it speaks.
Yeah.
So
it makes it very vocal, I think.
Yeah.
Like a singer doesn't always just go straight to it. This is how I always explain bends to people. Like if you're going to sing 2 notes, you don't just jump from one to the other.
Thanks for choosing those notes, by the way. That's right in my range. I just think it's so expressive, and I'm not a fast player, I'm not a very accomplished player, but I feel that it's one of those things that I can do that makes me feel like a good player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And playing well is absolutely up here.
Yes.
You know, it's not like he's better than me, or she's better, or she's been playing longer and he's only 10 years old and he can already shred. It's more a case of I like to talk with my guitar, or through my guitar, and I like to do. And there's that little slow. Hold there, so it's not slow compared to what we've been doing, but compared to the rest of. So that's my favourite note. That's the part where I'm going, yeah.
Yeah. That's the magic note, isn't it?
It's
it adds a certain level of expressiveness to the playing. I think that's where the slow bends are really important, because if you're just playing like a blues lick and you go in, it has a place.
Yeah, of course.
But sometimes you just want it to go.
Yeah, and there's a place for both of them. So like as a player, if you repeating the same phrase with words, you're emphasizing that expression, but that last bend, that's when you're really driving it home.
Yeah, you're making the note sort of sing a bit more, I think.
Well, you do. I'm having a bit of time choking these notes.
Yeah.
That feels so good.
I think don't be afraid to dig in on them as well. I think that
Yeah.
kind of helps because you can get different textures with slow bends. You could go like, which is like a softer pick, but if
Yeah.
you sort of really want it to sort of be raspy, the rake is always good as well.
Yeah. That's when you're Hendrixing there. You're really, I think that's what I mean. Hendrix is, he is what he is, or was what he was, and that's why he jumped out as a player, because he wasn't afraid to get the dirty notes in there.
Yeah.
And that is quite dirty.
Yeah, definitely.
So immediately I jumped to Hendrix as a player when you did that second. I liked the first one, and then when you did the second one, you sounded like a different guitar player. So if you put up against like B.B. King, he'd be slightly more clean, wouldn't he?
That one.
Yeah, that one. I'm so glad that you went there, because I thought, is Leigh going to go with me here? You went with me. Let's take a moment, Leigh, to announce the fact that you have a YouTube channel. I
do, yes, I do indeed.
And you're, may I say, you're fairly new to it?
Yes, maybe sort of, what are we now, August the 20th, 2020, and I'm about 6 months into the YouTube journey after many inspiring conversations with yourself.
Leigh is a phenomenal player. He's an alright bloke as well. And
that's what I hope for. I always hope to be alright.
And that's all you need. But this is just a little mid-show plug to go and check out Leigh's channel, because I saw Leigh's stuff and I was like, this guy, you need to be watching it. So the reason my channel exists is to entertain and chat with you, and Leigh's doing the same thing, but you're not getting watched as much yet. Your channel's growing, and you need to watch this man because he's really good and you're going to enjoy it. That's why I'm not going to force you to go and subscribe to his channel, but go and watch some of Leigh's stuff. What's your favourite video on your channel at the moment? My
favourite video? I did a cool demo of a new Gretsch guitar recently. That was pretty fun. And I'm a bit of a pedal lover as well, so I did a King of Tone versus Blues Breaker shootout. That was pretty fun. So yeah, there's anything really. I love all the videos. I just like playing guitar. And if people enjoy it, then even better.
Exactly.
But yeah, those two are pretty fun videos, so check those out if you do come over to the channel. And while Andy can't force you to subscribe, I can. So there's a button, click it.
Taking over the video?
Yeah.
What's he doing? I give you an inch, take a mile.
And there's probably going to be like my URL on the screen, probably?
No, because that requires work from me. Imagine there is. Imagine that there's...
He'll put it in.
Will I? Won't I? I will.
Let's
do some more slow bands.
Later.
Let's just step away from your channel and continue watching my channel. They've already gone. They've probably left already because
they've gone to my channel.
Robin's in the video. Say hi to Robin, everybody.
Hello, Robin.
What do you do?
He's the guy that makes us sound good and look good.
And shouts at us when we're playing when he's talking. But I'm not doing this raking. Show me that raking thing you did.
A good way to start with it, I think, is whatever note you're going to bend. So like if I do like the 7th fret on the G, for instance, if I'm in as a slow or a fast technique as well, what you want to do is you want to sort of prep your bend, but just get your index finger and just rest it across the strings like that.
For example? So one of the reasons I don't know how to do this is the fact that there are so many holes in my guitar playing knowledge, because I'm self-taught. I grew up, playing power chords and stuff, and I had this, as I said at the beginning of the video, this hidden passion for blues that I felt I wasn't allowed to express.
Yeah.
And I grew up reading tabs, so there was. Back in the day,
MX tabs.
No, not even that. Like the books. I would buy the books. I'd go into Duxton and Pinker or Cranes when I was in Cardiff.
Yeah.
And buy a book and come home and somehow, but I wouldn't even have heard the music. So I don't know what I was doing. Basically, I was doing everything wrong, but. Also, Lee, let's talk about this guitar for a moment, shall we?
Yes, let's do that, because
This,
it's a wonderful guitar.
This, Lee, is a Maybach Lester.
Yes.
59?
I believe so.
Aged, gold top, P90s, as you can see. And it is, if I just tilt that back, look at that. I mean, it doesn't get much more beautiful than that.
It looks like it's been kicked around the country for the last 30, 40 years, doesn't it?
It does.
Looks like it's done a few miles.
Looks like it's been all the social clubs, done them all. Look at that, I can even show you the light. But it's a beautiful guitar to play. I'm not doing a great job up here. I'm finding the neck strangely big.
It is fat. It's sort of like a 50s style.
But that's my jam.
Yeah.
But for some reason today, it's not my jam.
57 Gold Rush.
57 Gold Rush, said the voice of God.
The voice from above has spoken.
So we got close, didn't we?
Yeah.
59, 2 years out.
Yeah. What's 2 years?
If you said to me, Andy, you look about 37, and I said, actually, I'm 39, I wouldn't be offended by the fact that you got it wrong by 2 years.
What if it was 2 years the other way?
Then you can go chuck it, mate. You saying I look 41?
No, I didn't say that.
Yes.
I didn't. 31.
What have you got, Lee?
I have a Friedman Cali, which is a very nice sort of S-style guitar. It's the twin humbucker version. It's got a nice Floyd Rose on there. Even though it looks like quite a heavy rock guitar, I suppose. You know, you see twin humbuckers and Floyd, and you sort of instantly think of, you know, the 80s, Poison. That's why I came here. You instantly think of, like, you know, 80s rock and sort of heavy metal. But yeah, it's very much a classic feeling guitar. It's really well worn in. You've got all this lovely relicing on the back. You can get some close-ups of that, it's really cool. Probably not because there's no man in the other camera, so hopefully you can see that properly. And the neck's nicely worn down. It feels like an old guitar that's been just taken out on the road and just, given a hard time. But yet with all the modern sort of...
But the body is quite rounded. It's not like in the 80s, they were squarer.
Yeah. Yeah. The
and then,
really
of course,
nice.
slightly pointier. But this feels like a 50s, maybe early 60s Strat that someone has supercharged.
Yes, definitely.
Whereas the other Super Strats, they're thinner and they're more athletic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is really like someone has taken an old classic Fender and made it that.
Yeah, definitely. And it's really versatile, because like we were doing there in the blues jam, like I played a little bit of B.B. King.
I don't know that one.
And then you can go straight into, you know, all your 80s dive bar tricks as well.
The guitar's doing it. I would want a bit more gain, on tap,
course,
but the guitar's certainly
even like cleans, like
delivering.
It's great on clean.
It looks like an ebony fretboard, is it?
Might be. It's pretty dark.
From over here, I can't see any grain divots or anything.
It's pretty dark fretboard. I don't know if you can see that in the camera.
What do you think, everybody? What do you think?
Is that ebony? Write it in the comments below.
I
what you think.
am very certain that's ebony.
What's the prize for the winner? If someone guesses the fretboard material, what do they get?
Half an ice cream.
Half an ice cream.
Come on.
The half you didn't eat earlier.
Let's give them the whole ice cream.
There we are. One full ice cream.
From my freezer. Sent to them, posted.
What's it going to be like when it gets there?
I don't care. And then what I like about slow bends is you can hit it and go like way past the note. So you think I was going to stop there. That's as far as I can go on there.
That's a really great blues trick. That is that sort of. I don't know if you ever listened to much Albert King growing up.
Not growing up, no.
But he does a lot of that, where you'll play like pentatonic and you'll go like that huge sort of like
way
tone
above.
and a half, two-tone bend that you really have to get the fingers bleeding in order to get good at. It's a great sort of, again, like expressive sort of way of vocalizing a note.
Because the note that you should hit is in there, it's just you've overshot it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it doesn't sound wrong. And as a player that I don't have great technique, so I use it as a sort of way to, I don't know where the note will be, for example. But I kind of love playing where I don't really know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
It's because then I'm really speaking with that instrument.
Yeah.
So it sounds like I'm making excuses for my playing. I'm not. I'm just saying that's how I like to play.
Yeah.
I would also like to play more licks. Lick central, lick city.
Yeah.
Lick tastic.
Like, yeah, just develop your sort of blues vocabulary. And yeah, the way that most people approach that is just to learn licks from your favourite players.
Yeah.
And then you could dig into the theory on how that's done as well. Like, I like the B.B. King sort of thing because it's like playing a major scale over a minor chord progression. So it's those sort of little tricks you can take from your favourite players, and that helps build the vocabulary as well.
I've mainly glazed over then, when you said that.
It's a rabbit hole.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. I learned from listening.
Mm.
And what you should do is you should listen to me now and click subscribe on my channel, because I just haven't got enough people enjoying this wonderful content. And then if you really wanted to, you could go over and see him over there if you wanted to. Or you could check out one of these. This is a really nice guitar. Or if you weren't into this, then maybe you could check out what Leigh's got.
Friedman Guitars. Or the other thing in the video that you could talk about, there's one other thing, and this is quite an exciting thing. This is something that's quite new.
Very new. So new, it's not even really here right now because we're on the 20th of August.
Yeah.
It's the amplifier that we're playing through. And my goodness, have I had fun playing through this. It's the one at the top, the Friedman. It's the twin sister.
Yes, the twin sister.
So we've got the very famous Dirty Shirley and all that sort of Shirleyness going on. This is the twin sister. You've got two identical channels, and we've set one to cleaner and dirtier. Do you
want to give us a clean demo?
Yeah, go on then. Oh, me? No, because my guitar's out of tune.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go on then. Go on, son. If you could just put my head on that camera, that would be amazing, like in the editing. And then if you were to kick in the overdrive channel, I learnt a new chord today. It does not feature in slow. Anyway, oh, there's a slow, sexy bend. That's the last one.
That famous blues gent.
Famous blues gent. Mr. Fuge, I would Fimp bust you, but I can't fimp bust you.
Can we touch headstock?
I was thinking about doing that. Can we do that? Oh, that feels so wrong, but so right. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you can leave us some lovely comments. What's your favourite slow bend? Like, I quite like this one. What's yours?
I like this one.
That's quite nice. I thought you were just going to play one note, but he cheated.
It's part of a phrase, yeah.
Part of a phrase, yeah. I was just talking about one bend. There we go. I have to do that because I've got a Les Paul guitar.
Yeah.
That's an in-joke. Thank you for watching. I've said goodbye about 3 times because I'm so comfortable in this chair. But, Leigh, amazing.
Thank you.
Words.
Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. We just take a moment to go to the Andy cam to appreciate how amazing my hair looks in this room. So let's go see if Robin's still awake. Go to my cam. There we go.
I like the highlights. The light at the top is
I
really
feel
bringing
so
out.
good right now, Leigh. This is probably why I'm so calm.
The backlight up there is really just showing off the shape and the sort of, what's the right word, the volume. Extreme close-up.
Look at that. Not a grey hair in sight.
Unlike my hair.
Tom Jones would be proud of that. Look
Yeah.
at that. Come on in, mate.
How do you not get grey hairs? Like, look at the side of mine. I'm like completely grey.
Well, at least we've got hair. You know, I mean... Oh, hello, Jamie Humphries.
Lurking in the shadows.
Look in! Look at! I just pull them out.
Ah.
Is this still... Are we still in the video? Yeah,
Yeah,
why not?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just on Jamie now.
Yeah, so this Henning put this whole thing together just to make my afro look glorious.
Was that the whole reason of 42 Gear Street?
It's the only reason I've sat here now. I said, Henning, you set it up with an afro cam and I'll be there.
It happened. You did it.
You did it. I knew you could. That's, Mr. Humphries,
How you doing?
is how you do it.